synods, this strengthening him, unceasing, have they offered. May Agni hear us with his homely splendors, hear us, Eternal One, with heavenly luster. 2 To mighty heaven and earth I sing forth loudly, my wish goes out desirous and well knowing both, at whose laud in synods, showing favor, the gods rejoice them with the living mortal. 3 O heaven and earth, may your great law he faithful, he ye our leaders for our high advantage. To heaven and earth I offer this my homage, with food, O Agni, as I pray for riches. 4 Ye, holy heaven and earth, the ancient sages whose word was ever true had power to find you, and brave men in the fight where heroes conquer, O earth, have known you well and paid you honor. 5 What pathway leadeth to the gods? Who knoweth this of a truth, and who will now declare it? Seen are their lowest dwelling places only, but they are in remote and secret regions. 6 The sage who looked on mankind hath viewed them bedewed, rejoicing in the seat of order. They make a home as for a bird, though parted, with one same will finding themselves together. 7 Partners though parted, with far distant limits, on one firm place both stand forever watchful, and, being young forevermore, as sisters, speak to each other names that are united. 8 All living things they part and keep asunder, though bearing up the mighty gods they reel not. 1 All is Lord of what is fixed and moving, that walks, that flies, this multiform creation. 9 Afar the ancient from of old I ponder, our kinship with our mighty sire and father singing the praise whereof the gods by custom stand on the spacious fair extended pathway. 10 This laud, O heaven and earth, to you I utter, let the kind-hearted hear, whose tongue is Agni, young, sovereign rulers, Varuna and Mitra, the wise and very glorious Adityas. 11 The fair-tongued Savitar, the golden-handed, comes thrice from heaven as Lord in our assembly. Bear to the gods this song of praise, and send us, then, Savitar, complete and perfect safety. 12 Deft worker, skillful-handed, helpful, holy, may Vastar, God, give us these things to aid us, take your delight, your bus joined with Pusan, ye have prepared the right with stones adjusted. 13 Borne on their flashing car, the spear-armed Maruts, the nimble youths of heaven, the sons of order, the holy, and Sarasvati, shall hear us, ye mighty, give us wealth with noble offspring. 14 To Venu rich in marvels, songs and praises shall go as singers on the road of Bhaga the chieftain of the mighty stride, whose mothers, the many young dames, never disregard him. 15 Indra, who rules through all his powers heroic, hath with his majesty filled earth and heaven. Lord of brave hosts, fort crusher, Vertraslayer, gather thou up and bring us store of cattle. 16 My sires are the Nasatayas, kind tokensmen, the Asvin's kinship is a glorious title. For ye are they who give us store of riches, ye guard your gift unchanged deeded by the bounteous. 17 This is, ye wise, your great and glorious title, that all ye deities abide in Indra. Friend, much invoked. Art thou with thy dear rebus, fashion ye this our hymn for our advantage. 18 Our Yaman, Udti deserve our worship, the laws of Varuna remain unbroken. The lot of childlessness remove ye from us, and let our course be rich in kine and offspring. May 19 The gods' envoy, sent to many a quarter, proclaim us sinless for our perfect safety. May earth and heaven, the sun, the waters, hear us, and the wide firmament and constellations. 20 Hear us the muettanes which distill the raindrops, and, resting firm, rejoice in freshening moisture. May Udti with the Adityas hear us, and Maruts grant us their auspicious shelter. 21 Soft be our path forever, well provisioned, with pleasant meath, O gods, the herbs besprinkle. Safe be my bliss, O Agni, in thy friendship, may I attain the seat of foodful riches. 22 Enjoy the offering, beam thou strength upon us, combine thou for our good all kinds of glory. Conquer in battle, Agni, all those foemen, and light us every day with loving kindness. Hymn Lv Visvidivas. 1 At the first shining of the earliest mornings, in the cow's home was born the great eternal. Now shall the statutes of the gods be valid. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion, to let not the gods here injure us, O Agni, nor fathers of old time who know the region, nor the sign set between two ancient dwellings. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 3. My wishes fly abroad to many places, I glance back to the ancient sacrifices. Let us declare the truth when fire is kindled. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 4. King universal, born to sundry quarters, extended through the would-be lies on couches. One mother rests, another feeds the infant. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 5. Lodged in old plants, he grows again in younger, swiftly within the newly born and tender. Though they are unimpregned, he makes them fruitful. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 6. Now lying far away, child of two mothers, he wanders unrestrained, the single youngling. These are the laws of Varuna and Mitra. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 7. Child of two mothers, priest, sole lord in synods, he still precedes while resting as foundation. They who speak sweetly bring him sweet addresses. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 8. As to a friendly warrior when he battles, each thing that comes anear is seen to meet him. The hymn commingles with the cow's oblation. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 9. Deep within these the hoary envoy pierceth, mighty, he goeth to the realm of splendor, and looketh on us, clad in wondrous beauty. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 10. Venu, the guardian, keeps the loftiest station, upholding dear, immortal dwelling places. Agni knows well all these created beings. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 11. Yet, variant pair, have made yourselves twin beauties, one of the twain is dark, bright shines the other, and yet these two, the dark, the red, are sisters. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 12. Where the two cows, the mother and the daughter, meet and give suck yielding their lordly nectar, I praise them at the seat of law eternal. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 13. Loud hath she lowed, licking the other's youngling. On what world hath the milch cow laid her udder? This Isla streameth with the milk of order. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 14. Earth weareth beauties manifold, uplifted, licking her calf of 18 months, she standeth. Well skilled I seek the seat of law eternal. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 15. Within a wondrous place the twain are treasured, the one is manifest, the other hidden. One common pathway leads in two directions. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 16. Let the milch kine that have no calves storm downward, yielding rich nectar, streaming, unexhausted, these who are ever new and fresh and youthful. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 17. What time the bull bellows in other regions, another herd receives the genial moisture. For he is Bhaga, king, the earth's protector. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 18. Let us declare the hero's wealth in horses, O all ye folk, of this the gods have knowledge. Sixfold they bear him, or by fives are harnessed. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 19. Vastar the God, the omniform Creator, begets and feeds mankind in various manner. His, verily, arc all these living creatures. Great is the God supreme dominion. 20. The two great meeting bowls hath he united, each of the pair is laden with his treasure. The hero is renowned for gathering riches. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 21. Yet, and on this our earth the all-sustainer dwells like a king with noble friends about him. In his protection heroes rest in safety. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. 22. Rich in their gifts for thee are herbs and waters, and earth brings all her wealth for thee, O Indra. May we as friends of thine share goodly treasures. Great is the God supreme and sole dominion. Hymn Lvi. Visvidavas. 1. Not men of magic skill, not men of wisdom impair the gods' first steadfast ordinances. Ne'er may the earth and heaven which know not malice, nor the fixed hills, be bowed by sage devices. 2-1, moving not away, support 6 bird hens, the cows proceed to him the true, the highest. Near stand 3 mighty ones who travel swiftly, 2 are concealed from sight, 1 is apparent. 3 the bull who wears all shapes, the triple-breasted, 3 uttered, with a brood in many places, ruleth majestic with his triple aspect, the bull, the everlasting one's impregner. 4 when nigh them, as their tracer he observed them, he called aloud the dear name of Adityas. The goddesses, the waters, stayed to meet him, they who were wandering separate enclosed him. 5 streams. The wise gods have thrice 3 habitations. Child of 3 mothers, he is Lord in synods. 3 are the holy ladies of the waters, thrice here from heaven supreme in our assembly. 6 do thou, O Savitar, from heaven thrice hither, 3 times a day, send down thy blessings daily. Send us, O Bhaga, triple wealth and treasure, cause the 2 worlds to prosper us, preserver. 7 Savitar thrice from heaven pours down abundance, and the fair-handed kings Varuna, Mitra, and spacious heaven and earth, yea, and the waters, solicit wealth that Savitar may send us. 8 3 are the bright realms, best, beyond attainment, and 3, the Asura's heroes, rule as sovereigns, holy and vigorous, never to be injured. Thrice may the gods from heaven attend our synod. Hymn Lvii. Visvidavas. 1. My thought with fine discernment hath discovered the cow who wanders free without a herdsman, her who hath straightway poured me food in plenty, Indra and Agni therefore are her praisers. 2 Indra and Pusan, deft of hand and mighty, well pleased have drained the heavens exhaustless udder. As in this praise the gods have all delighted, may I win blessing here from you, O Vasus. 3 Feign to lend vigor to the bull, the cyst. With reverence recognize the germ within him. The cows come lowing hither to the youngling, to him endued with great and wondrous beauties. 4 Fixing with thought, at sacrifice, the press stones, I bid the well-formed heaven and earth come hither, for these thy flames, which give men boons in plenty, rise up on high, the beautiful, the holy. 5 Agni, thy meath sweet tongue that tastes fair viands, which among gods is called the far extended therewith make all the holy odes be seated here for our help, and feed them with sweet juices. 6 Let thy stream give us drink, O God, O Agni, wonderful and exhaustless like the rain clouds. Thus care for us, O Vasujatavedas, show us thy loving kindness, reaching all men. Hymn Layin. Asvins. 1 The ancients' milch cow yields the things we long for, the son of Daksina travels between them. She with the splendid chariot brings refulgence. The praise of Usus hath awoke the Asvins. 2 They bear you hither by well-ordered statute, our sacred offerings rise as if to parents. Destroy in us the counsel of the niggard come hitherward, for we have shown you favor. 3 With lightly rolling car and well-yoked horses hear this, the press stones song, ye wonder-workers. Have not the sages of old time, ye Asvins, called you most prompt to come and stay misfortune? 4 Remember us, and come to us, for ever men, as their wont is, invocate the Asvins. Friends as it were have offered you these juices, sweet, blent with milk at the first break of morning. 5 Even through many regions, O ye Asvins, high praise is yours among mankind, ye mighty come, helpers, on the paths which gods have traveled, here your libations of sweet meath are ready. 6 Ancient your home, auspicious is your friendship, heroes, your wealth is with the house of Jahnu. Forming again with you auspicious friendship, let us rejoice with draughts of meath together. 7 O Asvins, very mighty ones, with Vayu and with his steeds, one-minded, ever youthful, Nasatias, joying in the 3rd day's Soma, drink it, not hostile, very bounteous givers. 8 Asvins, to you are brought abundant viands in rivalry with sacred songs, unceasing. Sprung from high low your car, urged on by pressed stones, goes round the earth and heaven in one brief moment. 9 Asvins, your soma sheds delicious sweetness, drink ye thereof and come unto our dwelling. Your car, assuming many a shape, most often goes to the soma presser's place of meeting. Hymn licks. Mitra. 1 Mitra, when speaking, stirreth men to labor, Mitra sustaineth both the earth and heaven. Mitra beholdeth men with eyes that close not. To Mitra bring, with holy oil, oblation. 2 Foremost be he who brings thee food, O Mitra, who strives to keep thy sacred law, Aditya. He whom thou helpest ne'er is slain or conquered, on him, from near or far, falls no affliction. 3 Joying in sacred food and free from sickness, with knees bent lowly on the earth's broad surface, following closely the Aditya's statute, may we remain in Mitra's gracious favor. 4 Auspicious and adorable, this Mitra was born with fair dominion, king, disposer. May we enjoy the grace of him the holy, rest in his propitious loving kindness. 5 The great Aditya, to be served with war. Ship, who stirreth men, is gracious to the singer. To Mitra, him most highly to be lauded, offer in fire oblation that he loveth. 6 The gainful grace of Mitra. God, supporter of the race of man, gives splendor of most glorious fame. 7 Mitra whose glory spreads afar, he who in might surpasses heaven, surpasses earth in his renown. 8 All the 5 races have repaired to Mitra, ever strong to aid, for he sustaineth all the gods. 9 Mitra to gods, to living men, to him who strews the holy grass, gives food fulfilling sacred law. Hymn LX. Rebus. 1. Here is your ghostly kinship, here, O men, they came desirous to these holy rites with store of wealth, with wondrous arts, whereby, with schemes to meet each need, ye gained, Sudhanban's sons, your share in sacrifice. 2 The mighty powers wherewith ye formed the chalices, the thought by which ye drew the cow from out the hide, the intellect wherewith ye wrought the 2 base deeds through these, O Rebus, ye attained divinity. 3 Friendship with Indra have the Rebus, fully gained, grandsons of Manu, they skillfully urged the work. Sudhanban's children won them everlasting life, serving with holy rites, pious with noble acts. 4 In company with Indra come ye to the Jews, then gloriously shall your wishes be fulfilled. Not to be paragoned, ye priests, are your good deeds, nor your heroic acts, Rebus, Sudhanban's sons. 5 O Indra, with the Rebus, mighty ones, pour down the soma juice suffused, well blent, from both thy hands. Magalan, urged by song, in the drink offerer's house rejoice thee with the heroes, with Sudhanban's sons. 6 With Rabunir, and Vaha, Indra, here exult, with Sasi, praised of many, in the juice we pour. These homes wherein we dwell have turned themselves to thee, devotions to the gods, as laws of men ordain. 7 Come with the mighty Rebus, Indra, come to us, strengthening with thy help the singer's holy praise, at 100 eager calls come to the living man, with 1,000 arts attend the act of sacrifice. Hymn LXI. Yusas. 1. O Yusas, strong with strength, endowed with knowledge, accept the singer's praise, O wealthy lady. Thou, goddess, ancient, young, and full of wisdom, movest, all bounteous, as the law ordaineth. 2 Shine forth, O morning, thou auspicious goddess, on thy bright car awaking pleasant voices. Let docile horses of far-reaching splendor convey thee hitherward, the golden-colored. 3 Thou, morning, turning thee to every creature, standest on high as ensign of the immortal, to one same goal ever and ever wending now, like a wheel, O newly born, roll hither. 4 Letting her reins drop downward, morning cometh, the wealthy dame, the lady of the dwelling, bringing forth light, the wonderful, the blessed hath spread her from the bounds of earth and heaven. 5 Hither invoke the radiant goddess morning, and bring with reverence your hymn to praise her. She, dropping sweets, hath set in heaven her brightness, and, fair to look on, hath beamed forth her splendor. 6 From heaven, with hymns, the Holy One was wakened, brightly to both worlds came the wealthy lady. To morning, Agni, when she comes refulgent, thou goest forth soliciting fair riches. 7 On law's firm base the speeder of the mornings, the bull, hath entered mighty earth and heaven. Great is the power of Varuna and Mitra, which, bright, hath spread in every place its splendor. Him Lxii. Indra and others. 1 Your well-known prompt activities aforetime needed no impulse from your faithful servant. Where, Indra Varuna, is now that glory wherewith ye brought support to those who loved you? To this man, most diligent, seeking after riches, incessantly invokes you for your favor. Accordant, Indra Varuna, with Maruts, with heaven and earth, hear ye mine invocation. 3 O Indra Varuna, ours be this treasure, ours be wealth, Maruts, with full store of heroes. May the Varutris with their shelter aid us, and Bharti and Hatri with the mornings. 4 Be pleased with our oblations, thou loved of all gods, Braspati, give wealth to him who brings thee gifts. 5 At sacrifices, with your hymns worship the pure Braspati, I pray for power which none may bend. 6 The bull of men, whom none deceive, the wearer of each shape at will, Braspati most excellent. 7 Divine, resplendent Pusan, this our newest hymn of eulogy, by us is chanted forth to thee. 8 Accept with favor this my song, be gracious to the earnest thought, even as a bridegroom to his bride. May 9 He who sees all living things, see, them together at a glance may lie, may Pusan be our help. May 10 We attain that excellent glory of Savitar the God, so may he stimulate our prayers. 11 With understanding, earnestly, of Savitar the God we crave our portion of prosperity. 12 Men, singers worship Savitar the God with hymn and holy rites, urged by the impulse of their thoughts. 13 Soma who gives success goes forth, goes to the gathering place of gods, to seat him at the seat of law. 14 To us and to our cattle may Soma give salutary food, to bipt and to quadruped. May 15 Soma, strengthening our power of life, and conquering our foes, in our assembly take his seat. May 16 Mitra Varuna, sapient pair, bedew our pasturage with oil, with meat the regions of the air. 17 Far ruling, joyful when adored, ye reign through majesty of might, with pure laws everlastingly. 18 Lauded by Jamadagna's song, sit in the place of holy law, drink Soma, ye who strengthen law. Rig Veda, the 4th book hymn by Agni. 1. The Agni, have the gods, ever of one accord, sent hither down, a god, appointed messenger, yea, with their wisdom sent thee down. The immortal, O thou Holy One, mid mortal men, the God-devoted God, the wise, have they brought forth the omnipresent God-devoted sage. 2. As such, O Agni, bring with favor to the gods thy brother Varuna who loveth sacrifice, true to the law, the Aditya who supporteth men, the king, supporter of mankind. 3. Do thou, O friend, turn hither him who is our friend, swift as a wheel, like 2 car steeds in rapid course, wondrous to us in rapid course. O Agni, find thou grace for us with Varuna, with Maruts who illumine all. Bless us, thou radiant one, for seed and progeny, yea, bless us, O thou wondrous God. 4. Do thou who knowest Varuna, O Agni, put far away from us the God's displeasure. Best sacrificer, brightest one, refulgent remove thou far from us all those who hate us. 5. Be thou, O Agni, nearest us with succor, our closest friend while now this morn is breaking. Reconcile to us Varuna, be bounteous enjoy the gracious juice, be swift to hear us. 6. Excellent is the glance, of brightest splendor, which the auspicious God bestows on mortals the God's glance, longed for even as the butter, pure, heated, of the cow, the milch cow's bounty. 7. 3 Are those births, the true, the most exalted, eagerly longed for, of the God, of Agni. He came invested in the boundless region, pure, radiant, friendly, mightily resplendent. 8. This envoy joyeth in all seats of worship, borne on his golden car, sweet-tongued invoker, lovely to look on, with red steeds, effulgent, like a feast rich in food, joyous forever. 9. Allied by worship, let him give man knowledge, by an extended cord they lead him onward. He stays, effectual in this mortal's dwelling, and the god wins a share in his possessions. 10. Let Agni, for he knows the way, conduct us to all that he enjoys of God-sent riches, what all the immortals have prepared with wisdom, Dios, sire, begetter, raining down true blessings. 11. In houses first he sprang into existence, at great heaven's base, and in this region's bosom. Footless and headless, both his ends concealing, in his bull's lair drawing himself together. 12. Wondrously first he rose aloft, defiant, in the bull's lair, the Homeof holy order, longed for, young, beautiful, and far resplendent, and 7 dear fruits sprang up unto the mighty. 13. Here did our human fathers take their places, fain to fulfill the sacred law of worship. 4. Drave they, with loud call, dawn's teeming milch kine bid in the mountain stable, in the cavern. 14. Splendid were they when they had rent the mountain, others, around, shall tell forth this their exploit. They sang their song, prepared to free the cattle, they found the light, with holy hymns they worshipped. 15. Eager, with thought intent upon the booty, the men with their celestial speech threw open, the solid mountain firm, compact, enclosing, confining cows, the stable full of cattle. 16. The milch cow's earliest name they comprehended, they found the mother's thrice 7 noblest titles. This the bands knew, and sent forth acclamation with the bull's sheen the red one was apparent. 17. The turbid darkness fled, the heaven was ended. Up rose the bright beam of celestial morning. Surya ascended to the wide expanses, beholding deeds of men both good and evil. 18. Then, afterwards they looked around, awakened, when first they held that heaven allotted treasure. Now all the gods abide in all their dwellings. Varuna, Mitra, be the prayer effective. 19. I will call hither brightly beaming Agni, the herald, all supporting, best at worship. He hath disclosed, like the milch cow's pure udder, the Sarya's juice when cleansed and poured from beakers. 20. The freest god of all who should be worshipped, the guest who is received in all men's houses, Agni who hath secured the god's high favor, may he be gracious, to us Vedas. Hymn 2. Agni. 1. The faithful one, immortal among mortals, a god among the gods, appointed envoy, priest, best at worship, must shine forth in glory. Agni shall be raised high with man's oblations. 2. Born for us here this day, O son of vigor, between both races of born beings, Agni, thou farest as an envoy, having harnessed, sublime one, thy strong-muscled radiant stallions. 3. I laud the ruddy steeds who pour down blessing, dropping oil, flectest through the thoulet of order. Yoking red horses to and fro thou goest between you deities and mortal races. 4. Are Yaman, Mitra, Varuna, and Indra with Venu, of the gods, Maruts, and Asvins these, Agni, with good car and steeds, bring hither, most bountiful, to folk with fair oblations. 5. Agni, be this our sacrifice eternal, with brave friends, rich in kine and sheep and horses, rich, Azura. In sacred food and children, in full assembly, wealth broad-based and during. 6. The man who, sweating, brings for thee the fuel, and makes his head to ache, thy faithful servant Agni, to him be a self-strong protector, guard him from all who seek to do him mischief. 7. Who brings thee food, though thou hast food in plenty, welcomes his cheerful guest and speeds him onward, who kindles thee devoutly in his dwelling, to him be wealth secure and freely giving. 8. Whoso sings praise to thee at eve or morning, and, with oblation, doth the thing thou lovest in his own home, even as a goat-girt courser, rescue him from distress, the bounteous giver. 9. Whoso brings gifts to the immortal, Agni, and doth thee service with uplifted ladle, let him not, sorely toiling, lose his riches, let not the sinner's wickedness enclose him. 10 Whose well-wrought worship thou acceptest, Agni, thou God a mortal's gift, thou liberal giver, dear be his sacrifice to thee, most youthful. And may we strengthen him when he adores thee. May 11th He who knows distinguish sense and folly of men, like straight and crooked backs of horses. Lead us, O God, to wealth and noble offspring, keep penury afar and grant us plenty. 12 This sage the sages, ne'er deceived, commanded, setting him down in dwellings of the living. Hence mayst thou, friendly God, with rapid footsteps behold the gods, wonderful, fair to look on. 13 Good guidance hast thou for the priest, O Agni, who, youngest god, with outpoured somas serves thee. Ruler of men, thou joyous God, bring treasures splendid and plentiful to aid the toiler. 14 Now all that we, thy faithful servants, Agni, have done with feet, with hands, and with our bodies, the wise, with toil, the holy right have guided, as those who frame a car with manual cunning. May 15th We, 7 sages first in rank, in gender, from Don the mother, meant to be ordainers. May we, Angirasas, be sons of heaven, and, radiant, burst the wealth-containing mountain. 16 As in the days of old our ancient fathers, speeding the work of holy worship, Agni, sought pure light and devotion, singing praises, they cleft the ground and made red dawns apparent. 17 Gods, doing holy acts, devout, resplendent, smelting like ore their human generations. Enkindling Agni and exalting Indra, they came encompassing the stall of cattle. 18 Strong One. He marked them and the gods before them like herds of cattle in a foodful pasture. There they moaned forth their strong desire for mortals, to aid the true, the nearest one, the living. 19 We have worked for thee, we have labored nobly, bright dawns have shed their light upon our worship, adding a beauty to the perfect Agni, and the God's beauteous eye that shines forever. 20 Agni, disposer, we have sung these praises to thee the wise, do thou accept them gladly. Blaze up on high and ever make us richer. Give us great wealth, O thou whose boons are many. Hymn 3. Agni. 1. Win, to assist you, Rudra, Lord of worship, priest of both worlds, effectual sacrificer, Agni, invested with his golden colors, before the thunder strike and lay you senseless. 2. This shrine have we made ready for thy coming, as the fond dame attires her for her husband. Performer of good work, sit down before us, invested while these flames incline to meet thee. 3. A hymn, O priest, to him who hears, the gentle, to him who looks on men, exceeding gracious, a song of praise sing to the God immortal, whom the stone, presser of the sweet juice, worships. 4. Even as true knower of the law, O Agni, to this our solemn rite he thou attentive. When shall thy songs of festival be sung thee? When is thy friendship shown within our dwelling? 5. Why this complaint to Varuna, O Agni? And why to heaven? For what is our transgression? How wilt thou speak to earth and bounteous Mitra? What wilt thou say to Aryaman and Bhaga? 6. What, when thou blazest on the lesser altars, what to the mighty wind who comes to bless us, true, circumambient? What to earth, O Agni, what wilt thou say to Monday's troying Rudra? 7. How to great Pusan who promotes our welfare to honored Rudra? What, who gives oblations? What sin of ours to the far-striding Venu? What, Agni, wilt thou tell the lofty arrow? 8. What wilt thou tell the truthful band of Maruts? How answer the great sun when thou art questioned? Before the free, before the swift, defend us, fulfill heaven's work, all-knowing Jatavedas. 9. I crave the cow's true gift arranged by order, though raw, she hath the sweet ripe juice, O Agni. Though she is black of hue with milk she teemeth, nutritious, brightly shining, all-sustaining. 10. Agni the bull, the manly, hath been sprinkled with oil upon his back, by law eternal. He who gives vital power goes on unswerving. Persni the bull hath milked the pure weeite udder. 11 By law the Angirases cleft the rock asunder, and sang their hymns together with the cattle. Bringing great bliss the men encompassed morning, light was apparent at the birth of Agni. 12 By law the immortal goddesses the waters, with meath rich waves, O Agni, and uninjured, like a strong courser lauded in his running, sped to flow onward swiftly and forever. 13 Go never to the feast of one who harms us, the treacherous neighbor or unworthy kinsman. Punish us not for a false brother's trespass. Let us riot feel the might of friend or foeman. 14 O Agni, keep us safe with thy protection, loving us, honored God, and ever guarding. Beat thou away, destiny severe affliction slay ye and the demon when he waxes mighty. 15 Through these our songs of praise be gracious, Agni, moved by our prayers, O hero, touch our viands. Accept, O Angaras, these our devotions, and let the praise which gods desire address thee. 16 To thee who knowest, Agni, thou disposer, all these wise secret speeches have I uttered, sung to thee, sage, the charming words of wisdom, to thee, O singer, with my thoughts and praises. Hymn 4. Agni. 1 Put forth like a wide-spreading net thy vigor. Go like a mighty king with his attendants. Thou, following thy swift net, shootest arrows, transfix the fiends with darts that burn most fiercely. 2 Forth go in rapid flight thy whirling weapons, follow them closely, glowing in thy fury. Spread with thy tongue the winged flames, O Agni. Unfettered, cast thy firebrands all around thee. 3 Send thy spies forward, flectest in thy motion, be, ne'er deceived, the guardian of this people from him who, near or far, is bent on evil, and let no trouble sent from thee overcome us. 4 Rise up, O Agni, spread thee out before us, burn down our foes, thou who hast sharpened arrows. Hymn, blazing Agni. Who hath worked us mischief, consume thou utterly like dried up stubble. 5 Rise, Agni, drive off those who fight against us, make manifest thine own celestial vigor. Slacken the strong bows of the demon-driven, destroy our foemen whether kin or stranger. 6 Most youthful God, he know it well thy favor who gave an impulse to this high devotion. All fair days and magnificence of riches hast thou beamed forth upon the good man's portals. 7 Blessed, Agni, be the man, the liberal giver, who with his lauds and regular oblation is fain to please thee for his life and dwelling. May all his days be bright, be this his longing. 8 I praise thy gracious favor, sing in answer. May this my song sing like a loved one with thee. Lords of good steeds and cars may we adorn thee, and day by day vouchsafe thou us dominion. 9 Here of free choice let each one serve thee richly, resplendent day by day at eve and morning. So may we honor thee, content and joyous, passing beyond the glories of the people. 10 Whoso with good steeds and fine gold, O Agni, comes nigh thee on a car laden with treasure, his friend art thou, yea, thou art his protector whose joy it is to entertain thee duly. 11 Through words and kinship I destroy the Migladi, this power I have from Gotama my father. Mark thou this speech of ours, O thou most youthful, friend of the house, exceeding wise, invoker. 12 Knowing no slumber, speedy and propitious, alert and ever friendly, most unwearied, may thy protecting powers, unerring Agni, taking their places here, combined, preserve us. 13 Thy guardian rays, O Agni, when they saw him, preserved blind Mamateya from affliction. Lord of all riches, he preserved the pious, the fees who fain would harm them did no mischief. 14 Aided by thee with thee may we be wealthy, may we gain strength with thee to guide us onward. Fulfill the words of both, O ever truthful, straightway do this, thou God whom power emboldens. 15 O Agni, with this fuel will we serve thee, accept the laud we sing to thee with favor destroy the cursing Raksasas, preserve us, O rich in friends, from guile and scorn and slander. Hymn v Agni. 1 How shall we give with one accord oblation to Agni, to Vice Vanara the bounteous? Great light, with full high growth hath he uplifted, and, as a pillar bears the roof, sustains it. 2. Reproach not him who, God and self-reliant, vouchsafed this bounty unto me immortal deathless, discerner, wise, to me the simple, vice venara most manly, youthful Ani. 3. Sharp-pointed, powerful, strong, of boundless vigor, Agni who knows the lofty hymn, kept secret as the lost milch cow's track, the doubly mighty he hath declared to me this hidden knowledge. May forth he with sharpened teeth, the bounteous giver, Agni, consume with flame most fiercely glowing. Those who regard not Varana's commandments and the dear steadfast laws of sapient Mitra. 5. Like youthful women without brothers, straying, like dames who hate their lords, of evil conduct, they who are full of sin, untrue, unfaithful, they have engendered this abysmal station. 6. To me, weak, innocent, thou, luminous Agni, bast boldly given as 'twere a heavy burthen, this pierced to him, profound and strong and mighty, of 7 elements, and with offered dainties. 7. So may our song that purifies, through wisdom reach in a moment him the universal, established on the height, on earth's best station, above the beauteous grassy skin of Persni. 8. Of this my speech what shall I utter further? They indicate the milk stored up in secret when they have thrown as 'twere the cow's stalls open. The bird protects earth's best and well-loved station. 9. This is the Great One's mighty apparition which from of old the radiant cow hath followed. This, shining brightly in the place of order, swift, hasting on in secret, she discovered. 10. He then who shone together with his parents remembered Persni's fair and secret treasure, which, in the mother cow's most lofty station, the bull's tongue, of the flame bent forward, tasted. 11. With reverence I declare the law, O Agni, what is, comes by thine order, Jatavedas. Of this, whate'er it be, thou art the sovereign, yea, all the wealth that is in earth or heaven. 12. What is our wealth therefrom, and what our treasure? Tell us O Jatavedas, for thou knowest, what is our best course in this secret passage, we, unreproached, have reached lace far distant. 13. What is the limit, what the rules, the guerdon? Like fleet-foot coursers speed we to the contest. When will the goddesses, the immortal spouses, the dawns, spread over us the sun god's splendor? 14. Unsatisfied, with speech devoid of vigor, scanty and frivolous and inconclusive, wherefore do they address thee here, O Agni? Let these who have no weapons suffer sorrow. 15. The majesty of him the good, the mighty, aflame, hath shone for glory in the dwelling. He, clothed in light, hath shone most fair to look on, wealthy in boons, as a home shines with riches. Hymn 6. Agni. 1. Priest of our right, stand up erect, O Agni, in the God's service best of sacrificers, for over Evay thought thou art the ruler, thou furtherest and the wisdom of the pious. 2. He was set down mid men as priest unerring, Agni, wise, welcome in our holy synods. Like Savitar he hath lifted up his splendor, and like a builder raised his smoke to heaven. 3. The glowing ladle, filled with oil, is lifted, choosing God's service to the right he circles. Eager he rises like the new wrought pillar which, firmly set and fixed, anoints the victims. 4. When sacred grass is strewn and Agni kindled, the Advarya rises to, his task Rego sing. Agni the priest, like one who tends the cattle, goes 3 times round, as from of old he wills it. 5. Agni himself, the priest, with measured motion, goes round, with sweet speech, cheerful, true to order. His fulgent flames run forth like vigorous horses, all creatures are affrighted when he blazes. 6. Beautiful and auspicious is thine aspect, O lovely Agni, terrible when spreading. Thy splendors are not covered by the darkness, detraction leaves no stain upon thy body. 7. Naught hindered his production, bounteous giver, his mother and his sire were free to send him. Then as friend benevolent, refulgent, Agni shone forth in human habitations. 8. He, Agni, whom the twice 5 sisters, dwelling together, in the homes of men engendered, bright like a spear's tooth, wakened in the morning, with powerful mouth and like an axe well sharpened. 9 These thy bay coursers, Agni, dropping fatness, ruddy vigorous, speeding straightly forward, and red steeds, wonderful, of mighty muscle, are to this service of the gods invited. 10 These brightly shining games of thine, O Agni, that move forever restless, all subduing, like falcons hasting eagerly to the quarry, roar loudly like the army of the Maruts. 11 To thee, O flaming God, hath prayer been offered. Let the priest laud thee, give to him who worships. Men have established Agni as invoker, fain to adore the glory of the living. Hymn 7. Agni. 1. Here by ordainers was this god appointed first invoker, best at worship, to be praised at rites, whom Apnavana, and the Bitergus caused to shine bright colored in the wood, spreading from home to home. 2. When shall thy glory as a god, Agni, be suddenly shown forth? For mortal men have held thee fast, adorable in all their homes. 3. Seeing thee faithful to the law, most sapient, like the starry heaven, illumining with cheerful ray each solemn rite in every house. 4. Vivasvan's envoy living men have taken as their ensign, swift, the ruler over all mankind, moving like Bitergu in each home. 5. Him the intelligent have they placed duly as invoking priest, welcome, with sanctifying flame, best worship her, with sevenfold might. 6. In his eternal mothers, in the wood, concealed and unapproached, kept secret though his flames are bright seeking on all sides, quickly found. 7. That as food spreads forth in this earthly udder, gods may rejoice them in the home of order, great Agni, served with reverence and oblation, flies ever to the sacrifice, the faithful. 8. Bird of each right, skilled in an envoy's duties, knowing both worlds and that which lies between them, thou goest from of old a willing herald, knowing full well heaven's innermost recesses. 9. Bright God, thy path is black, light is before thee, thy moving splendor is the chief of wonders. When she, yet unimpregnate, hath conceived thee, even when newly born thou art an envoy. 10. Yet newly born, his vigor is apparent when the wind blows upon his fiery splendor, his sharpened tongue he layeth on the brushwood, and with his teeth e'en solid food consumeth. 11. When he hath borne off food with swift flame swiftly, strong Agni makes himself a speedy envoy, follows the rustling of the wind, consuming, and courser-like, speeds, drives the swift horse onward. Hymn 8. Agni. 1. Your envoy who possesses all, immortal, bearer of your gifts, best worship her, I woo with song. 2. He, mighty, knows the gift of wealth, he knows the deep recess of heaven, he shall bring hitherward the gods. 3. He knows, a god himself, to guide gods to the righteous in his home, he gives e'en treasures that we love. 4. He is the herald, well informed, he doth his errand to and fro, knowing the deep recess of heaven. May 5th we be they who gratify Agni with sacrificial gifts, who cherish and enkindle him. 6. Illustrious for wealth are they, and hero deeds, victorious, who have served Agni reverently. 7. So unto us, day after day, may riches craved by many come, and power and might spring up for us. 8. That holy singer in his strength shoots forth his arrows swifter than the swift shafts of the tribes of men. Hymn 9. Agni. 1. Agni, show favor, great art thou who to this pious man art come, to seat thee on the sacred grass. May 2nd he the immortal, helper, barred to be deceived among mankind, become the messenger of all. 3. Around the altar is he led, welcome chief priest at solemn rites, or as the Patar sits him down. 4. Agni in fire at sacrifice, and in the house as lord thereof, and as a Brahman takes his seat. 5. Thou comest as the guide of folk who celebrate a sacrifice, and to oblations brought by men. 6. Thou servest as his messenger whose sacrifice thou lovest well, to bear the mortal's gifts to heaven. 7. Accept our solemn rite. Be pleased, Angaras, with our sacrifice, give ear and listen to our call. May 8 thine inviolable car, wherewith thou guardest those who give, come near to us from every side. Hymn ex Agni. I this day with praises, Agni, we bring thee that which thou lovest. Right judgment, like a horse, with our devotions. 2 For thou hast ever been the car driver, Agni, of noble strength, lofty sacrifice, and rightful judgment. 3 Through these our praises come thou to meet us, bright as the sunlight, O Agni, well disposed, with all thine aspects. 4 Now may we serve thee singing these lauds this day to thee, Agni. Loud as the voice of heaven thy blasts are roaring. 5 Just at this time of the day and the night thy look is the sweetest. It shineth near us even as gold for glory. 6 Spotless thy body, brilliant as gold, like clarified butter, this gleams like gold on thee, O self. Dependent. 7 All hate and mischief, yea, if committed, Agni, thou turnest, Holy One, from the man who rightly worships. 8 Agni, with you gods, prosperous be our friendships and kinships. Be this our bond here by this place, thine altar. Hymn 11. Agni. 1 Thy blessed majesty, victorious Agni, shines brightly in the neighborhood of Surya. Splendid to see, it shows even at night time, and food is fair to look on in thy beauty. 2 Agni, disclose his thought for him who singeth, the well, strong God. While thou art praised with fervour. Vouchsafe to us that powerful hymn, O mighty, which, radiant one, with all the gods thou lovest. 3 From thee, O Agni, springs poetic wisdom, from thee come thoughts and hymns of praise that prosper, from thee flows wealth, with heroes to adorn it, to the true-hearted man who gives oblation. 4 From thee the hero springs who wins the booty, bringer of help, mighty, of real courage. From thee comes wealth, sent by the gods, bliss-giving, Agni, from thee the fleet impetuous charger. 5 Immortal Agni, thee whose voice is pleasant, as first in rank, as God, religious mortals invite with hyrnns, thee who removest hatred, friend of the home, the household's lord, unerring. 6 Far from us thou removest want and sorrow, far from us all ill will when thou protectest. Son of strength, Agni, blessed is he at evening, whom thou as God attendest for his welfare. Hymn 12. Agni. 1. Whoso enkindles thee, with lifted ladle, and thrice this day offers thee food, O Agni, may he excel, triumphant through thy splendors, wise through thy mental power, O Vedas. 2 Whoso with toil and trouble brings thee fuel, serving the majesty of mighty Agni, he, kindling thee at evening and at morning, prospers, and comes to wealth, and slays his foeman. 3 Agni is master of sublime dominion, Agni is lord of strength and lofty riches. Straightway the self-reliant God, most youthful, gives treasures to the mortal who adores him. 4 Most youthful God, whatever sin, through folly, we here, as human beings, have committed, in sight of Utti make thou us sinless remit, entirely, Agni, our offences. 5 Even in the presence of great sin, O Agni, free us from prison of the gods or mortals. Never may we who are thy friends be injured, grant health and strength unto our seed and offspring. 6 Even as yet here, gods excellent and holy, have loosed the cow that by the foot was tethered, so also set us free from this affliction. Long let our life, O Agni, be extended. Hymn 13. Agni. 1 Agni hath looked, benevolently minded, on the wealth-giving spring of radiant mornings. Come, Asvins, to the dwelling of the pious, Surya the god is rising with his splendor. 2 Savitar, God, hath spread on high his luster, waving his flag like a spoil-seeking hero. Their stablished way go Varuna and Mitra, what time they make the sun ascend the heaven. 3 Him whom they made to drive away the darkness, lords of sure mansions, constant to their object, him who beholds the universe, the sun god, 7 Strong and youthful coursers carry onward. 4 Spreading thy web with mightiest steeds thou comest, rending apart, thou God, the black-hued mantle. The rays of Surya tremulously shining sink, like a hide, the darkness in the waters. 5. How is it that, unbound and not supported, he falleth not although directed downward? By what self-power moves he? Who lieth seen it? He guards the vault of heaven, a close-set pillar. Hymn 14. Agni. 1. The god hath looked, even Agni Jatavedas, to meet the dawn's refulgent in their glories. Come on your chariot, ye who travel widely, come to this sacrifice of ours, Nasatayas. 2. Producing light for all the world of creatures, God Savitar hath raised aloft his banner. Making his presence known by sunbeams, Surya hath filled the firmament and earth and heaven. 3. Red dawn is come, riding with brightness onward, distinguished by her beams, gay-hued and mighty. Dawn on her nobly harnessed car, the goddess, awaking men to happiness, approach it. May forth those most powerful steeds and chariot bring you, O Asvins, hither at the break of morning. Here for your draglet of meath are soma juices, at this our sacrifice rejoice, ye mighty. 5. How is it that, unbound and unsupported, he falleth not although directed downward? By what self-power moves he? Who hath seen it? He guards the vault of heaven, a close-set pillar. Hymn 15. Agni. 1. Agni the herald, like a horse, is led forth at our solemn rite, God among gods adorable. 2. 3 times unto our solemn rite comes Agni like a charioteer, bearing the viands to the gods. 3 Round the oblations hath he paced, Agni the wise, the Lord of strength, giving the offerer precious boons. 4. He who is kindled eastward for Sanjaya, Devavada's son, resplendent, tamer of the foe. 5. So mighty be the Agni whom the mortal hero shall command, with sharpened teeth and bountiful. 6. Day after day they dress him, as they clean a horse who wins the prize. Dress the red scion of the sky. 7. When Sahdeva's princely son with 2 bay horses thought of me, summoned by him I drew not back. 8. And truly those 2 noble bays I straightway took when offered me, from Sahdeva's princely son. 9. Long, O ye Asvins, may he live, your care, ye gods, the princely son of Sahdeva, Somaka. 10. Cause him the youthful prince, the son of Sahdeva, to enjoy long life, O Asvins, O ye gods. Hymn 16. Indra. 1. Impetuous, true, let Magavan come hither, and let his tawny coursers speed to reach us. For him have we pressed juice exceeding potent, here, praised with song, let him effect his visit. 2. Unyoke, as at thy journey's end, O hero, to gladden thee today at this libation. Like Usanna, the priest a laud shall utter, a hymn to thee, the Lord divine, who markest. 3. When the bull, quaffing, praises our ebation, as a sage paying holy rites in secret, 7 singers here from heaven hath he begotten, who e'en by day have wrought their works while singing. 4. When heaven's fair light by hymns was made apparent, they made great splendor shine at break of morning, he with his succor, best of heroes, scattered the blinding darkness so that men saw clearly. 5. Indra, impetuous one, hath waxed immensely, he with his vastness hath filled earth and heaven. E'en beyond this his majesty extendeth who hath exceeded all the worlds in greatness. 6. Sakra who knoweth well all human actions hath with his eager friends let loose the waters. They with their songs cleft e'en the mountain open and willingly disclosed the stall of cattle. 7. He smote away the floods obstruct her, Vertra, earth, conscious, lent her aid to speed thy thunder. Thou sentest forth the waters of the ocean, as Lord through power and might, O daring hero. 8. When, much invoked, the waters rocked thou cleftest, Sarama showed herself and went before thee. Hymned by Angirazes, bursting the cow's stalls, much strength thou foundest for us as our leader. 9. Come, Magavan, friend of man, to aid the singer imploring thee in battle for the sunlight. Speed him with help in his irapired invokings, down sink the sorcerer, the prayerless Dasyu. 10. Come to our home resolved to slay the Dasyu, Kutsa longed eagerly to win thy friendship. Alike in form ye both sate in his dwelling, the faithful lady was in doubt between you. 11 Thou comest, fain to succour him, with Kutsa a goad that masters both the wind god's horses, that, holding the brown steeds like spoil for capture, the sage may on the final day be present. 12 For Kutsa, with thy 1,000, thou at daybreak didst hurl down greedy Cessna, foe of harvest. Quickly with Kutsa's friend destroy the Dacius, and roll the chariot wheel of Surya near us. 13 Thou to the son of Veda thin, Ragisvan, gavest up mighty Mrgaya and Pipru. Thou smotest down the swarthy 50,000, and rentest forts as age consumes a garment. 14 What time thou settest near the sun thy body, thy form, immortal one, is seen expanding, thou a wild elephant with might invested. Like a dread lion as thou wieldest weapons. 15 Wishes for wealth have gone to Indra, longing for him in war for light and at libation, eager for glory, laboring with praise songs, he is like home, like sweet and fair nutrition. 16 Call we for you that Indra, prompt to listen, him who hath done so much for men's advantage. Who, lord of envied bounty, to a singer like me brings quickly booty worth the capture. 17 When the sharp-pointed arrow, O thou hero, flieth mid any conflict of the people, when, faithful one, the dread encounter cometh, then be thou the protector of our body. 18 Further the holy thoughts of Vamadeva, be thou a guileless friend in fight for booty. We come to thee whose providence protects us, wide be thy sway forever for thy singer. 19 O Indra, with these men who love thee truly, free givers, Magavan, in every battle, may we rejoice through many autumns, quelling our foes, as days subdue the nights with splendor. 20 Now, as the Baitirgus Radhakar, for Indra the strong, the mighty, we our prayer have fashioned, that he may, ne'er withdraw from us his friendship, but be our body's guard and strong defender. 21 Now, Indra, lauded, glorified with praises, let power swell high like rivers for the singer. For the anew him, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn 17. Indra. One great art thou, Indra, yea, the earth, with gladness, and heaven confess to thee thine high dominion. Thou in thy vigor having slaughtered Vrtra didst free the floods arrested by the dragon. 2 Heaven trembled at the birth of thine effulgence, earth trembled at the fear of thy displeasure. The steadfast mountains shook in agitation. The waters flowed, and desert spots were flooded. 3 Hurling his bolt with might he cleft the mountain, while, putting forth his strength, he showed his vigor. He slaughtered Vrtra with his bolt, exulting, and, their lord slain, forth flowed the waters swiftly. 4 Thy father Dias esteemed himself a hero, most noble was the work of Indra's maker, his who begot the strong bolt's lord who roareth, immovable like earth from her foundation. 5 He who alone o'erthrows the world of creatures, Indra the people's king, invoked of many verily all rejoice in him, extolling the boons which Magavan the god hath sent them. 6 All soma juices are his own forever, most gladdening draughts are ever his, the mighty, thou ever wast the treasure lord of treasures, Indra, thou lettest all folk share thy bounty. 7 Moreover, when thou first wast born, O Indra, thou struckest terror into all the people. Thou, Magavan, rentest with thy bolt the dragon who lay against the water floods of heaven. 8 The ever-slaying, bold, and furious Indra, the bright bolt's lord, infinite, strong and mighty, who slayeth Vrtra and acquireth booty, giver of blessings, Magavan the bounteous, 9 Alone renowned as Magavan in battles, he frighteneth away assembled armies. He bringeth us the booty that he winneth, may we, well loved, continue in his friendship. 10 Renowned is he when conquering and when slaying, fis he who winneth cattle in the combat. When Indra hardeneth his indignation all that is fixed and all that moveth fear him. 11 Indra hath won all kine, all gold, all horses Magavan, he who breaketh forts in pieces, most manly with these men of his who help him, dealing out wealth and gathering the treasure. 12 What is the care of Indra for his mother, what cares he for the father who begot him? His care is that which speeds his might in conflicts, like wind borne onward by the clouds that thunder. 13 Magavan makes the settled man unsettled, he scatters dust that he hath swept together, breaking in pieces like heaven armed with lightning. Magavan shall enrich the man who lauds H.M. 14 He urged the chariot wheel of Surya forward, Adasa, speeding on his way, he rested. Him the black undulating cloud bedoeth, in this mid-air's depth, at the base of darkness. 15 As in the night the sacrificing priest. 16 Eager for booty, craving strength, and horses, we singers stir Indra, the strong, for friendship, who gives the wives we seek, whose succour fails not, to hasten, like a pitcher to the fountain. 17 Be thou our guardian, show thyself our kinsman, watching and blessing those who pour the soma. As friend, as sire, most fatherly of fathers giving the suppliant vital strength and freedom. 18 Be helping friend of those who seek thy friendship. Give life, when lauded, Indra, to the singer. 4. Indra, we the priests have paid thee worship, exalting thee with these our sacrifices. 19 Alone, when Indra Magavan is lauded, he slayeth many Ner resisted Vritras. Him in whose keeping is the well-loved singer never do gods or mortals stay or hinder. 20 And so let Magavan, the loud-voiced Indra, give us true blessings, Pholus, men's upholder. King of all creatures, give us glory amply, exalted glory due to him who lauds thee. 21 Now, Indra, lauded, glorified with praises, let power swell high like rivers for the singer. For the anew him, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn 18. Indra and others. 1 This is the ancient and accepted pathway by which all gods have come into existence. Hereby could one be born though waxen mighty. Let him not, otherwise, destroy his mother. 2 Not this way go I forth, hard is the passage. Forth from the side obliquely will I issue. Much that is yet undone must I accomplish, one must I combat and the other question. 3 He bent his eye upon the dying mother, my word I now withdraw. That way I follow. In Tvastar's dwelling India drank the soma, 100 worth of juice pressed from the mortar. For what strange act shall he do, he whom his mother bore for 1,000 months and many autumns? No peer hath he among those born already, nor among those who shall be born hereafter. 5 Deeming him a reproach, his mother hid him, Indra, endowed with all heroic valor. Then up he sprang himself, assumed his vesture, and filled, as soon as born, the earth and heaven. 6 With lively motion onward flow these waters, the holy ones, shouting, as 'twere, together. Ask them to tell thee what the floods are saying, what girdling rock the waters burst asunder. 7 Are they addressing him with words of welcome? Will the floods take on them the shame of Indra? With his great thunderbolt my son hath slaughtered Vritra, and set these rivers free to wander. 8 I cast thee from me, mine thy youthful mother, thee, mine own offspring, Kusava hath swallowed. To him, mine infant, were the waters gracious. Indra, my son, rose up in conquering vigor. 9 Thou art mine own, O Magavan, whom Vyamsa struck to the ground and smote thy jaws in pieces. But, smitten through, the mastery thou wantest, and with thy bolt the Dasa's head thou crushedst. 10 The heifer hath brought forth the strong, the mighty, the unconquerable bull, the furious Indra. The mother left her unlicked calf to wander, seeking himself, the path that he would follow. 11 Then to her mighty child the mother turned her, saying, My son, these deities forsake thee. Then Indra said, about to slaughter Vritra, O my friend Vritra, stride full boldly forward. 12 Who was he then who made thy mother widow? Who sought to stay thee lying still or moving? What god, when by the foot thy sire thou tookest and slewest, was at hand to give thee comfort? 13 In deep distress I cooked a dog's intestines. Among the gods I found not one to comfort. My consort I beheld in degradation. The falcon then brought me the pleasant Soma. Hymn 19. Indra. 1. Thee, verily, O thunder-wielding Indra, all the gods hear, the helpers swift to listen, and both the worlds elected, thee the mighty, high, waxen strong, alone to slaughter Vrtra. 2. The gods, as worn withheld, relaxed their efforts, thou, Indra, born of truth, wast sovereign ruler. Thou slewest Ahi who besieged the waters, and duggest out their all-supporting channels. 3. The insatiate one, extended, hard to waken, who slumbered in perpetual sleep, O Indra the dragon stretched against the 7 prone rivers, where no joint was, thou rentest with thy thunder. 4. Indra with might shook earth and her foundation as the wind stirs the water with its fury. Striving, with strength he burst the firm asunder, and tore away the summits of the mountains. 5. They ran to thee as mothers to their offspring, the clouds, like chariots, hastened forth together. Thou didst refresh the streams and force the billows, thou, Indra, settest free obstructed rivers. 6. Thou for the sake of Veda and Turvati didst stay the great stream, flowing, all-sustaining, at their prayer didst check the rushing river and make the floods easy to cross, O Indra. 7. He let the young maids skilled in law, unwed, like fountains, bubbling, flow forth streaming onward. He inundated thirsty plains and deserts, and milked the dry cows of the mighty master. 8. Through many a morn and many a lovely autumn, having slain Vrtra, lie set free the rivers. Indra hath set at liberty to wander on earth the streams encompassed pressed together. 9. Lord of bay steeds, thou broughtest from the ant-hill the unwed damsel's son whom ants were eating. The blind saw clearly, as he grasped the serpent, rose, brake the jar, his joints again united. 10. To the wise man, O sage and sovereign ruler, the man who knoweth all thine ancient exploits, hath told these deeds of might as thou hast wrought them, great acts, spontaneous, and to man's advantage. 11. Now, Indra, lauded, glorified with praises, let powers swell high, like rivers, for the singer. For the anew hymn, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn XX. Indra. 1. From near or far away may mighty Indra, giver of succor, come for our protection, Lord of men, armed with thunder, with the strongest, slaying his foes in conflict, in the battles. May second Indra come to us with tawny coursers, inclined to us, to favor and enrich us. May Magavan, loud-voiced and wielding thunder, stand by us at the sacrifice, in combat. 3. Thou, honoring this our sacrifice, O Indra, shalt give us strength and fill us full of courage, to win the booty, thunder-armed. Like hunters may we with thee subdue in fight our foemen. 4. Loving us well benevolent, close beside us, drink, godlike Indra, of the well-pressed Soma. Drink of the meat we offer, and delight thee with food that cometh from the mountain ridges. 5. Him who is sung aloud by recent sages, like a ripe-fruited tree, a scythe-armed victor I, like a bridegroom thinking of his consort, call hither Indra, him invoked of many. 6. Him who in native strength is like a mountain, the lofty Indra born or old for conquest, terrific wielder of the ancient thunder. Filled full with splendor as a jar with water. 7. Whom from of old there is not one to hinder, none to curtail the riches of his bounty. Pouring forth freely, O thou strong and mighty, vouchsafe us riches, God invoked of many. 8. Of wealth and homes of men thou art the ruler, and opener of the stable of the cattle. Helper of men, winner of spoil in combats, thou leadest to an ample heap of riches. 9. By what great might is he renowned as strongest, wherewith the lofty one stirs up wild battles. Best soother of the worshipper's great sorrow, he gives possessions to the man who lauds him. 10. Slay us not, bestow on us the ample gift which thou hast to give to him who offers. At this new gift, with this laud sung before thee, extolling thee, we, Indra, will declare it. 11 Now, Indra. Lauded, glorified with praises, let power swell high, like rivers, for the singer. A new hymn, Lord of Bays. For thee is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn XXI. Indra. 1 May Indra come to us for our protection, here be the hero, praised, our feast companion. May he whose powers are many, waxen mighty, cherish, like Dios, his own supreme dominion. 2 Here magnify his great heroic exploits, most glorious one, enriching men with bounties, whose will is like a sovereign in assembly, who rules the people, conqueror, all-surpassing. 3 Hither let Indra come from earth or heaven, hither with speech from firmament or ocean. With merits, from the realm of light to aid us, or from a distance, from the seat of order. 4 That Indra will we laud in our assemblies, him who is Lord of great and lasting riches, victor with Veda where the herds are gathered, who leads with boldness on to higher fortune. May 5 The priest, Lord of many blessings, striving who fixing reverence on reverence, giving vent to his voice, incite men to worship with lauds bring Indra hither to our dwellings. 6 When sitting pondering in deep devotion in Osage's abode they ply the press stone, may he whose wrath is fierce, the mighty bearer, come as the house lord's priest within our chambers. 7 Surely the power of Bharvara the mighty forever helpeth to support the singer. That which in Osage's abode lies hidden, to come forth for delight and for devotion. 8 When he unbars the spaces of the mountains, and quickens with his floods the water torrents, he finds in lair the buffalo and wild ox when the wise lead him on to vigorous exploit. 9 Auspicious are thy hands, thine arms well fashioned which proffer bounty, Indra, to thy praiser. What sloth is this? Why dost thou not rejoice thee? Why dost thou not delight thyself with giving? 10 So Indra is the truthful lord of treasure. Freedom he gave to man by slaying Vritra. Much lauded. Help us with thy power to riches, may I be sharer of thy godlike favor. 11 Now, Indra. Lauded, glorified with praises, let power swell high, like rivers, for the singer. For thee a new hymn, Lord of Bays. Is fashioned. May we, care-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn XXII. Indra. 1 That gift of ours which Indra loves and welcomes, even that he makes for us, the great and strong one. He who comes wielding in his might the thunder, Magavan, gives prayer, praise, and laud, and soma. 2 Bull, hurler of the four-edged rain producer with both his arms, strong, mighty, most heroic, wearing as wool parusni for adornment, whose joints for sake of friendship he hath covered. 3 God who of all the gods was born divinest, endowed with ample strength and mighty powers, and bearing in his urns the yearning thunder, with violent rush caused heaven and earth to tremble. 4 Before the high God, at his birth, heaven trembled, earth, many floods and all the precipices. The strong one bringeth nigh the bull's 2 parents, loud sing the winds, like men, in air's mid-region. 5 These are thy great deeds, Indra, thine, the mighty, deeds to be told aloud at all libations, that thou, O hero, bold and boldly daring, didst with thy bolt, by strength, destroy the dragon. 6 True are all these thy deeds, O most heroic. The milch-kine issued from the streaming udder. In fear of thee, O thou of manly spirit, the rivers swiftly set themselves in motion. 7 With joy, O Indra, lord of tawny coursers, the sisters then, these goddesses, extolled thee, when thou didst give the prisoned ones their freedom to wander at their will in long succession. 8 Pressed is the gladdening stalk as twere a river, so let the right, the toiler's power, attract thee to usward, of the bright one, as the courser strains his exceedingly strong leather bridle. 9 Ever by us perform thy most heroic, thine highest, best victorious deeds, O victor. For us make Vritra's easy to be conquered, destroy the weapon of our mortal foeman. 10 Graciously listen to our prayer, O Indra, and strength of varied sort bestow thou on us. Send to us all intelligence arid wisdom O Magavan, be he who gives us cattle. 11 Now, Indra. Lauded, glorified with praises, let wealth swell high like rivers to the singer. For the anew him, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Him XXIII. Indra. 1 How, what priest's sacrifice hath he made mighty, rejoicing in the Soma and its fountain? Delighting in juice, eagerly drinking, the lofty one hath waxed for splendid riches. 2 What hero hath been made his feast companion? Who hath been partner in his loving kindness? What know we of his wondrous acts? How often comes he to aid and speed the pious toiler? 3 How heareth Indra offered invocation? How, hearing, marketh he the invoker's wishes? What are his ancient acts of bounty? Wherefore call they him one who filleth full the singer? 4 How doth the priest who laboureth, ever longing, win for himself the wealth which he possesseth? May he, the god, mark well my truthful praises, having received the homage which he loveth. 5 How, and what bond of friendship with a mortal hath the god chosen as this morn is breaking? How, and what love hath he for those who love him, who have entwined in him their firm affection? 6 Is then thy friendship with thy friends most mighty? Thy brotherhood with us, when may we tell it? The streams of milk move, as most wondrous sunlight, the beauty of the lovely one for glory. 7 About to stay the Indra less destructive spirit he sharpens his keen arms to strike her. Whereby the strong, although our debts exacter, drives in the distant mornings that we know not. 8 Eternal law hath varied food that strengthens, thought of eternal law, removes transgressions. The praise hymn of eternal law, arousing, glowing, hath oped the deaf ears of the living. 9 Firm-seated are eternal law's foundations, in its fair form are many splendid beauties. By holy law long-lasting food they bring us, by holy law have cows come to our worship. 10 Fixing eternal law he, too, upholds its swift moves the might of law and wins the booty. To law belong the vast deep earth and heaven, milch kind supreme, to law their milk they render. 11 Now, Indra. Lauded glorified with praises, let power swell high like rivers to the singer. For the anew him, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Him XXIV. Indra. 1 What worthy praise will bring before us Indra, the son of strength, that he may grant us riches, for he the hero, gives the singer treasures, he is the Lord who sends us gifts, ye people. 2 To be invoked and hymned in fight with Vrdra, that well-praised Indra gives us real bounties. That Magavan brings comfort in the foray to the religious man who pours libations. 3 Him, verily, the men invoke in combat. Risking their lives they make him their protector, when heroes, foe to foe, give up their bodies, fighting, each side, for children and their offspring. 4 Strong God. The folk at need put forth their vigor, striving together in the whirl of battle. When warrior bands encounter one another, some in the grapple quit themselves like Indra. 5 Hence many a one worships the might of Indra, hence let the brew succeed the meal oblation. Hence let the Soma banish those who pour not, even hence I joy to pay the strong one worship. 6 Indra gives comfort to the man who truly presses, for him who longs for it, the Soma, not disaffected, with devoted spirit this man he takes to be his friend in battles. 7 He who this day for Indra presses Soma, prepares the brew and fries the grains of barley, loving the hymns of that devoted servant, to him may Indra give heroic vigor. 8 When the impetuous chief hath sought the conflict, and the Lord looked upon the long-drawn battle, the matron calls to the strong god whom pressers of Soma have encouraged in the dwelling. 9 He bid a small price for a thing of value, I was content, returning, still unpurchased. He heightened not his insufficient offer. Simple and clever, both milk out the udder. 10 Who for 10 milch kine purchased from Rne this Indra who is mine? When he hath slain the Vrdras let the buyer give him back to me. 11 Now, Indra. Lauded, glorified with praises, let wealth swell high like rivers for the singer. For the anew hymn, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Hymn XXV. Indra. 1. What friend of man, God-loving, hath delighted, yearning therefore, this day in Indra's friendship? Who with enkindled flame and flowing soma laudeth him for his great protecting favor? 2. Who hath with prayer bowed to the soma lover? What pious man endows the beams of morning? Who seeks bond, fratridship, brotherhood with Indra? Who hath recourse unto the sage for succour? 3. Who claims today the deity's protection, asks Utti for light, or the Adityas? Of whose press stock of Soma drink the Asvins, Indra, and Agni, well inclined in spirit. 4. To him shall Agni Bharata give shelter, long shall he look upon the sun uprising, who saith, let us press the juice for Indra, man's friend, the hero manliest of heroes. 5. Him neither few men overcome, nor many to him shall Utti give spacious shelter. Dear is the pious, the devout, to Indra dear is the zealous, dear the Soma bringer. 6. This hero curbs the mighty for the zealous, the presser's brew Indra possesses solely, no brother, kin, or friend to him who powers not, destroyer of the dumb who would resist him. 7. Not with the wealthy churl who powers no Soma doth Indra, Soma drinker, bind alliance. He draws away his wealth and slays him naked, own friend to him who offers, for oblation. 8. Highest and lowest, men who stand between dm, going, returning, dwelling in contentment, those who show forth their strength when urged to battle, these are the men who call for aid on Indra. Hymn XXVI. Indra. 1. I was aforetime Manu, I was Surya, I am the sage Kaksivan, holy singer. Kutsa the son of Arjuni I master. I am the sapient Usana behold me. 2. I have bestowed the earth upon the Arya, and rain upon the man who brings oblation. I guided forth the loudly roaring waters, and the gods moved according to my pleasure. 3. In the wild joy of Soma I demolished Sambara's forts, 99, together, and, utterly, the 100th habitation, when helping Devodasa Atithigva. 4. Before all birds be ranked this bird, O Maruts. Supreme of falcons be this fleet-winged falcon, because, strong Peniwund, with no car to bear him, he brought to Manu the god-loved oblation. 5. When the bird brought it, hence in rapid motion sent on the wide path fleet as thought he hurried. Swift he returned with sweetness of the Soma, and hence the falcon hath acquired his glory. 6. Bearing the stalk, the falcon speeding onward, bird bringing from afar the draught that gladdens, friend of the gods, brought, grasping fast, the Soma which be bad taken from yon loftiest heaven. 7. The falcon took and brought the Soma, bearing 1,000 libations with him, 10,000. The bold one left malignities behind him, wise, in wild joy of Soma, left the foolish. Hymn XXVII. The falcon. 1. I, as I lay within the womb, considered all generations of these gods in order. 100 iron fortresses confined me, but forth I flew with rapid speed a falcon. 2. Not at his own free pleasure did he bear me, he conquered with his strength and manly courage. Straightway the bold one left the fiends behind him and passed the winds as he grew yet more mighty. 3. When with loud cry from heaven down sped the falcon, thence hasting like the wind he bore the bold one. Then, wildly raging in his mind, the archer Krisanu aimed and loosed the string to strike him. 4. The falcon bore him from heaven's lofty summit as the swift car of Indra's friend bore Bujayu. Then downward bither fell a flying feather of the bird hasting forward in his journey. 5. And now let Magavan accept the beaker, white, filled with milk, filled with the shining liquid. The best of sweet meat which the priests have offered, that Indra to his joy may drink, the hero, that he may take and drink it to his rapture. Hymn XXVII. Indra Soma. 1. Allied with thee, in this thy friendship, Soma, Indra for man-made waters flow together, slew Ahi, and sent forth the 7 rivers, and opened as it were obstructed fountains. 2. Indu, with thee for his confederate, Indra swiftly with might pressed down the will of Surya. What rolled, all life's support, on heaven's high summit was separated from the great oppressor. 3 Indra smote down, Agni consumed, O Indu, the Dasyus ere the noontide in the conflict. Of those who gladly sought a hard-won dwelling he cast down many 1,000 with his arrow. 4 Lower than all besides hast thou, O Indra, cast down the Dasyus, abject tribes of Dasas. Ye drave away, ye put to death the foeman, and took great vengeance with your murdering weapons. 5 So, of a truth, Indra and Soma, heroes, ye burst the stable of the kine and horses, the stable which the bar or stone obstructed, and piercing through set free the habitations. Hymn XXIX. Indra. 1 Come, lauded, unto us with powers and succour, O Indra, with thy tawny steeds. Exulting, past even the foeman's manifold libations, glorified with our hymns, true wealth bestower. 2 Man's friend, to this our sacrifice he cometh marking how he is called by some oppressors. Fearless, and conscious that his steeds are noble, he joyeth with the Soma-pouring heroes. 3 Make his cars here, that he may show his vigor and may be joyful in the way he loveth. May mighty Indra pouring forth in bounty bestow on us good roads and perfect safety, for he who with succour comes to his implorer, the singer here who with his song invites him. He who himself sets to the pole swift coursers, he who hath hundreds, thousands, thunder wielder. 5 O Indra Magavan, by thee protected may we be thine, princes and priests and singers, sharing the riches sent from lofty heaven which yields much food, and all desire its bounty. Hymn XXX. Indra. 1 O Indra, Vritraslayer, none is better, mightier than thou, verily there is none like thee. 2 Like chariot wheels these people all together follow after thee, thou ever art renowned as great. 3 Not even all the gathered gods conquered thee, Indra, in the war, when thou didst lengthen days by night. 4 When for the sake of those oppressed, and Kutsa as he battled, thou stolest away the sun's car wheel. 5 When, fighting singly, Indra, thou o'ercamest all the furious gods, thou slewest those who strove with thee. 6 When also for a mortal man, Indra, thou speddest forth the sun, and holpest Adasa with might. 7 What? Vritraslayer, art not thou, Magavan, fiercest in thy wrath? So hast thou quelled the demon too. 8 And this heroic deed of might thou, Indra, also hast achieved, that thou didst smite to death the dame, heaven's daughter, meditating ill. 9 Thou, Indra, mighty one, didst crush Yosas, though daughter of the sky, when lifting up herself in pride. 10 Then from her chariot Yosas fled, affrighted, from her ruined car, when the strong god had shattered it. 11 So there this car of Yosas lay, broken to pieces, in Vipas, and she herself fled far away. 12 Thou, Indra, didst with magic power resist the overflowing stream who spread her waters o'er the land. 13 Valiantly didst thou seize and take the store which Sasna had amassed, when thou didst crush his fortresses. 14 Thou, Indra, also smotest down Kolatara's son Sambara, the Dasa, from the lofty hill. 15 Of Dasavarsans thou didst slay the 100,000 and the 5, crushed like the fellies, of a car. 16 So Indra, lord of heroes, powers, caused the unwed damsel's son, the castaway, to share the lauds. 17 So sapient Indra, lord of might, brought Turvaga and Yadu, those who feared the flood, in safel o'er. 18 Arpa and Citrarata, both Aryas, thou, Indra, slewest swift, on yonder side of Sarayu. 19 Thou, Vritraslayer, didst conduct those two forlorn, the blind, the lame. None may attain this bliss of thine. 20 For Devodasa, him who brought oblation, one Indra overthrew 100 fortresses of stone. 21 The 30,000 disses he with magic power and weapons sent to slumber, for Dabhiti's sake. 22 As such, O Vritraslayer, thou art general lord of kind for all, thou shaker of all things that be. 23 Indra, whatever deed of might thou hast this day to execute, none be there now to hinder it. 24 O watchful one, may Aryaman the god give thee all goodly things. May Risan, Bhaga, and the god Karulati give all things fair. Him XXXI. Indra. 1 With what help will he come to us, wonderful, ever-waxing friend, with what most mighty company? 2 What genuine and most liberal draught will spirit thee with juice to burst open and strongly guarded wealth? 3 Do thou who art protector of us thy friends who praise thee with 100 aids approach us. 4 Like as a courser's circling wheel, so turn thee hitherward to us, attracted by the hymns of men. 5 Thou seekest as it were thine own stations with swift descent of powers, I share thee even with the sun. 6 What time thy courage and his wheels together, Indra, run their course with thee and with the sun alike. 7 So even, Lord of power and might, the people call thee Magavan, giver, who pauses not to think. 8 And verily to him who toils and presses soma juice for thee thou quickly givest ample wealth. 9 No, not 100 hinderers can check thy gracious bounty's flow, nor thy great deeds when thou wilt act. May 10th Thine assistance keep us safe, thy 100 and thy 1,000 aids, may all thy favors strengthen us. 11 Do thou elect us this place for friendship and prosperity, and great celestial opulence. 12 Favor us, Indra, evermore with overflowing store of wealth, with all thy succor aid thou us. 13 With new protections, Indra, like an archer, open thou for us the stables that are filled with kine. 14 Our chariot, Indra, boldly moves endued with splendor, ne'er repulsed, winning for us both kine and steeds. 15 O Surya, make our fame to be most excellent among the gods, most lofty as the heaven on high. Him XXXII. Indra. 1. O thou who slewest Vritra, come, O Indra, hither to our side, mighty one with thy mighty aids. 2 Swift and impetuous art thou, wondrous amid the well-dressed folk, thou doest marvels for our help. 3 Even with the weak thou smitest down him who is stronger, with thy strength the mighty, with the friends thou hast. 4 O Indra, we are close to thee we sing aloud our songs, help and defend us, even us. 5 As such, O caster of the stone, come with thy succor wonderful, blameless, and irresistible. May 6th we be friends of one like thee, O Indra, with the wealth of kine, comrades for lively energy. 7 For thou, O Indra, art alone the Lord of strength that comes from kine, so grant thou us abundant food. 8 They turn thee not another way, when, lauded, lover of the song, thou wilt give wealth to those who praise. 9 The Gaudamas have sung their song of praise to thee that thou mayst give, Indra, for lively energy. 10 We will declare thy hero deeds, what disafforts thou breakest down, attacking them in rapturous joy. 11 The sages sing those manly deeds which, Indra, lover of the song, thou rogtest when the soma flowed. 12 Indra, the Gaudamas who bring thee praises have grown strong by thee. Give them renown with hero sons. 13 For, Indra, verily thou art the general treasure even of all. Thee, therefore, do we invocate. 14 Excellent Indra, turn to us, glad thee among us with the juice of somas, soma drinker thou. May 15th Praise from us who think you and thee, O Indra, bring thee near to us. Turn thy 2 bay steeds hitherward. 16 Eat of our sacrificial cake, rejoice thee in the songs we sing. Even as a lover in his bride. 17 To India for 1,000 steeds well trained and fleet of foot we pray, and 100 jars of soma juice. 18 We make 100 of thy kine, yea, and 1,000, hasten nigh, so let thy bounty come to us. 19 We have obtained, a gift from thee, 10 water ewers wrought of gold, thou, Vritra-slayer, givest much. 20 A bounteous giver, give us much, bring much and not a trifling gift, much, Indra, wilt thou fain bestow. 21 O Vritra-slayer, thou art famed in many a place as bountiful hero, thy bounty let us share. 22 I praise thy pair of tawny steeds, Wise son of him who giveth kine, terrify not the cows with these. 23 Like two slight images of girls, unrobed, upon a new wrought post, so shine the bay steeds in their course. 24 For me the bays are ready when I start, or start not, with the dawn, innocuous in the ways they take. Hymn XXXIII. Rebus. I send my voice as herald to the rebus, I crave the white cow for the overspreading. Wind sped, the skilful ones in rapid motion have in an instant compassed round the heaven. To what time the rebus had with care and marvels done proper service to assist their parents, they won the friendship of the gods, the sages carried away the fruit of their devotion. May 3 They who made their parents, who were lying like posts that molder, young again forever may Vaha, Vibhitvan, Rabu, joined with Indra, protect our sacrifice, the Soma lovers. For as for a year the rebus kept the milch cow, throughout a year fashioned and formed her body, and through a year's space still sustained her brightness, through these their labors they were made immortal. 5 2 Beakers let us make, thus said the eldest. Lct us make 3 This was the younger's sentence. 4 Beakers let us make, thus spoke the youngest. T Vastar approved this reed of yours, O rebus. 6 The men spake truth and even so they acted, this godlike way of theirs the rebus followed. And T Vastar, when he looked on the 4 beakers resplendent as the day, was moved with envy. 7 When for 12 days the rebus joyed reposing as guests of him who never may be hidden, Lee made fair fertile fields, they brought the rivers. Plants spread o'er deserts, waters filled the hollows. May 8 They who formed the swift car, bearing heroes, and the cow omniform and all-impelling, even may they form wealth for us the rebus, dexterous-handed, deft in work and gracious. 9 So in their work the gods had satisfaction, pondering it with thought and mental insight. The gods' expert artificer was Vaha, Indra's Rabuksan, Varuna's was Vibhitvan. 10 They wole made glad with sacrifice and praises, wrought the 2 bays, his docile steeds, for Indra rebus, as those who wish a friend to prosper, bestow upon us gear and growth of riches. 11 This day have they set gladdening drink before you. Not without toil are gods inclined to friendship. Therefore do ye who are so great, O rebus, vouchsafe us treasures at this 3rd libation. Hymn Thursiv. Rebus. 1. To this our sacrifice come Rabu, Vibhitvan, Vaha, and Indra with the gift of riches, because this day hath Disana the goddess set drink for you, the gladdening draughts have reached you. 2 Knowing your birth and rich in gathered treasure, Rebus, rejoice together with the Ritus. The gladdening draughts and wisdom have approached you, send ye us riches with good store of heroes. 3 For you was made the sacrifice, O rebus, which ye, like men, won for yourselves aforetime. To you come all who find in you their pleasure, yet all were even the 2 elder Vahas. 4 Now for the mortal worship her, O heroes, for him who served you, was the gift of riches. Drink, Vahas, rebus. Unto you is offered, to gladden you, the 3rd and great libation. 5 Come to us, heroes, Vahas and Rabuksans, glorified for the sake of mighty treasure. These draughts approach you as the day is closing, as cows, whose calves are newly born, their stable. 6 Come to this sacrifice of ours, ye children of strength, invoked with humble adoration. Drink of this meath, wealth givers, joined with Indra with whom ye are in full accord, ye princes. 7 Close-knit with Varuna drink the Soma, Indra, close-knit, Ilim lover. With the Maruts drink it, close-knit with drinkers first, who drink in season, close-knit with heavenly dames who give us treasures. 8 Rejoice in full accord with the Adityas, in concord with the Parvatas, O rebus. In full accord with Savitar, Divine One, in full accord with floods that pour forth riches. 9 Rebus, who helped their parents and the Asvins, who formed the milch cow and the pair of horses, made armor, set the heaven and earth asunder far-reaching heroes, they have made good offspring. 10 Ye who have wealth in cattle and in booty, in heroes, in rich sustenance and treasure, such, O ye Rebus, first to drink, rejoicing, give unto us and those who laud are present. 11 Yet we're not far, we have not left you thirsting, blameless in this our sacrifice, O Rebus. Rejoice you with the Maruts and with Indra, with the kings, gods. That ye may give us riches. Hymn XXXV. Rebus. 1 Come hither, O ye sons of strength, ye Rebus, stay not afar, ye children of Sudhanvan. At this libation is your gift of treasure. Let gladdening draughts approach you after Indra's. 2 Hither is come the Rebus gift of riches. Here was the drinking of the well-pressed soma, since by dexterity and skill as craftsmen ye made the single chalice to be fourfold. 3 Ye made fourfold the chalice that wags single, ye spake these words and said, O friend, assist us, then, Vahas. Gain the path of life eternal, deft-handed Rebus, to the gods' assembly. 4 Out of what substance was that chalice fashioned which ye made fourfold by your art and wisdom? Now for the gladdening draught press out the liquor, and drink, O Rebus, of Diameth of Soma. 5 Ye with your cunning made your parents youthful, the cup, for gods to drink, ye formed with cunning, Rebus, rich in treasure, fashioned the 2 swift tawny steeds who carry Indra. 6 Whoso pours out for you, when days are closing, the sharp libation for your joy, O Vahas, for him, O mighty Rebus, ye, rejoicing, have fashioned wealth with plenteous store of heroes. 7 Lord of bay steeds, at dawn thirst thou drankest, thine, only thine, is the noonday libation. Now drink thou with the wealth-bestowing Rebus, whom for their skill thou madest friends, O Indra. 8 Ye, whom your artist's skill hath raised to Godhead have set you down above in heaven like falcons. So give us riches, children of Sudhanvan, O sons of strength, ye have become immortal. 9 The third libation, that bestoweth treasure, which ye have won by skill, ye dexterous-handed this drink hath been effused for you, O Rebus. Drink it with high delight, with joy like Indra's. Hymn 30. Rebus. 1. Theocar that was not made for horses or for reins, 3-wheeled, worthy of lauds, rolls round the firmament. That is the great announcement of your deity, that, O ye Rebus, ye sustain the earth and heaven. 2 Ye sapient ones who made the lightly rolling car out of your mind, by thought, the car that never errs, you, being such, to drink of this drink offering, you, O ye Vahas, and ye Rebus, we invoke. 3 O Vahas, Rebus, reaching far, among the gods this was your exaltation gloriously declared, in that your aged parents, worn with length of days, ye wrought again to youth so that they moved at will. 4 The chalice that wags single ye have made fourfold, and by your wisdom brought the cow forth from the hide. So quickly, mid the gods, ye gained immortal life. Vahas and Rebus, your great work must be extolled. 5 Wealth from the Rebus is most glorious in renown, that which the heroes, famed for vigor, have produced. In synods must be sung the car which Vibhaitvan wrought, that which ye favor, gods. Is famed among mankind. 6 Strong is the steed, the man a sage in eloquence, the bowman is a hero hard to beat in fight, great store of wealth and manly power hath he obtained whom Vibhaitvan, Rebus have looked kindly on. 7 To you hath been assigned the fairest ornament, the hymn of praise, Vahas and Rebus, joy therein, for ye have lore and wisdom and poetic skill, as such, with this our prayer we call on you to come. 8 According to the wishes of our hearts may ye, who have full knowledge of all the delights of men, fashion for us, O Rebus, power and splendid wealth, rich in high courage, excellent, and vital strength. 9 Bestowing on us here riches and offspring, here fashion fame for us befitting heroes. Vouchsafe us wealth of splendid sort, O Rebus, that we may make us more renowned than others. Hymn XXXVII. Rebus. 1 Come to our sacrifice, Vahas, Rebuk sans, gods, by the paths which gods are wont to travel, as ye, gay gods, accept in splendid weather the sacrifice among these folk of Manus. May 2 These rites please you in your heart and spirit, may the drops clothed in oil this day approach you. May the abundant juices bear you onward to power and strength, and, when imbibed, delight you. 3. Your threefold going near is God appointed, so praise is given you, Vahas and Rabuk Sans. So, Manus-like, mid younger folk I offer, to you who are aloft in heaven, the Soma. 4. Strong, with fair chains of gold and jaws of iron, ye have a splendid car and well-fed horses. Ye sons of strength, ye progeny of Indra, to you the best is offered to delight you. 5. Rabuk Sans. Him, for handy wealth, the mightiest comrade in the fight, him, Indra's equal, we invoke, most bounteous ever, rich in steeds. 6. The mortal man whom, Rabus, ye and Indra favor with your help, must be successful, by his thoughts, at sacrifice, and with the steed. 7. Ovahas and Rabuk Sans, free for us the paths to sacrifice, ye princes, lauded, that we may press forward to each point of heaven. 8. Ovahas and Rabuk Sans, ye Nasatayas, Indra, bless this wealth, and, before other men's, the steed, that ample riches may be won. Hymn 38. Dadhikris. 1. From you too came the gifts in days aforetime which Trisadasya granted to the Puris. Ye gave the winner of our fields and ploughlands, and the strong smiter who subdued the Dacitus. 2. And ye gave mighty Dadhikras, the giver of many gifts, who visiteth all people, impetuous hawk, swift and of varied color, like a brave king whom each true man must honor. 3. Whom, as 'twere down a precipice, swift rushing, each Puru praises and his heart rejoices, springing forth like a hero fain for battle, whirling the car and flying like the tempest. 4. Who gaineth precious booty in the combats and moveth, winning spoil, among the cattle. Shone in bright color, looking on the assemblies, beyond the churl, to worship of the living. 5. Loudly the folk cry after him in battles, as 'twere a thief who steals away a garment, speeding to glory, or a herd of cattle, even as a hungry falcon swooping downward. 6. And, fain to come forth first amid these armies, this way and that with rows of cars he rushes, gay like a bridesman, making him a garland, tossing the dust, champing the rein that holds him. 7. And that strong steed, victorious and faithful, obedient with his body in the combat, speeding straight on amid the swiftly racing, casts o'er his brows the dust he tosses upward. 8. And at his thunder, like the roar of heaven, those who attack tremble and are affrighted. For when he fights against embattled thousands, dread is he in his striving, none may stay him. 9. The people praise the overpowering swiftness of this fleet steed who giveth men abundance. Of him they say when drawing back from battle, Dadhikras hath sped forward with his thousands. 10. Dadhikras hath o'er spread the fivefold people with vigor, as the sun lightens the waters. May the strong steed who winneth bund reds, thousands, requite with sweetness these my words and praises. Hymn 36. Dadhikras. 1. Now give we praise to Dadhikras the rapid, and mention in our laud the earth and heaven. May the dawn's flushing move me to exertion, and bear me safely over every trouble. 2. I praise the mighty steed who fills my spirit, the stallion Dadhikravan rich in bounties, whom, swift of foot and shining bright as Agni, yea, Varuna and Mitra, gave to Puris. 3. Him who hath honored, when the flame is kindled at break of dawn, the courser Dadhikravan, him, of one mind with Varuna and Mitra may Utti make free from all transgression. 4. When we remember mighty Dadhikravan our food and strength, then the blessed name of Maruts, Varuna, Mitra, we invoke for welfare, and Agni, and the thunder-wielding Indra. 5. Both sides invoke him as they call on Indra when they stir forth and turn to sacrificing. To us have Varuna and Mitra granted the courser Dadhikris, a guide for mortals. 6. So have I glorified with praise strong Dadhikravan, conquering steed. Sweet may he make our mouths, may he prolong the days we have to live. Hymn XL. Dadhikravan. 1. Let us recite the praise of Dadhikravan, may all the mornings move me to exertion, praise of the Lord of waters, dawn, and Agni, Braspati son of Angaras, and Surya. 2 Brave, seeking war and booty, dwelling with the good and with the swift, may he hasten the food of dawn. May he the true, the fleet, the lover of the course, the bird-like Dadhikravan, bring food, strength, and light. 3 His pinion, rapid runner, fans him his way, as of a bird that hastens onward to its aim, and, as it were a falcon's gliding through the air, strikes Dadhikravan's side as he speeds on with might. 4 Bound by the neck and by the flanks and by the mouth, the vigorous courser lends new swiftness to his speed. Drawing himself together, as his strength allows, Dadhikras springs along the windings of the paths. 5 The Hamsa homed in light, the Vasu in mid-air, the priest beside the altar, in the house the guest, dweller in noblest place, mid men, in truth, in sky, born of flood, kine, truth, mountain, he is holy law. Hymn XLI. Indravarana. 1. What laud, O Indravarana, with oblation, hath like the immortal priest obtained your favor? Hath our effectual laud, addressed with homage, touched you, O Indravarana, in spirit? 2 He who with dainty food hath won you, Indra and Varana, gods, as his allies to friendship, jayeth the Vritras and his foes in battles, and through your mighty favors is made famous. 3 Indra and Varana are most liberal givers of treasure to the men who toil to serve them, when they, as friends inclined to friendship, honored with dainty food, delight in flowing soma. 4 Indra and Varana, ye hurl, O mighty, on him your strongest flashing bolt of thunder who treats us ill, the robber and oppressor, measure on him your overwhelming vigor. 5 O Indravarana, be ye the lovers of this my song, as steers who love the milch cow. Milk may it yield us as, gone forth to pasture, the great cow pouring out her 1,000 rivers. 6 For fertile fields for worthy sons and grandsons, for the sun's beauty and for steer-like vigor, may Indravarana with gracious favors work marvels for us in the stress of battle. 7 For you, as princes, for your ancient kindness, good comrades of the man who seeks for booty, we choose to us for the dear bond of friendship, most liberal heroes bringing bliss like parents. 8 Showing their strength, these hymns for grace, free givers I have gone to you, devoted, as to battle. For glory have they gone, as milk to Soma, to Indravarana my thoughts and praises. 9 To Indra and to Varana, desirous of gaining wealth have these my thoughts proceeded. They have come nigh to you as treasure lovers, like Marays, fleet-footed, eager for the glory. May 10th We ourselves be lords of during riches, of ample sustenance for car and hones. So may the twain who work with newest succour bring yoke teams hitherward to us and riches. 11 Come with your mighty succour, O ye mighty, come, Indravarana, to us in battle. What time the flashing arrows play in combat, may we through you be winners in the contest. Hymn XLIL Indravarana. 1 I am the royal ruler, mine is empire, as mine who sway all life are all immortals. Varanas will the gods obey and follow. I am the king of men's most lofty cover. 2 I am King Varana. To me were given these first existing high celestial powers. Varanas will the gods obey and follow. I am the king of men's most lofty cover. 3 I Varana am Indra, in their greatness, these the 2 wide deep fairly fashioned regions, these the 2 world halves have I, even as Vastar knowing all beings, joined and held together. 4 I made to flow the moisture-shedding waters, and set the heaven firm in the scat of order. By law the son of Utti, law observer, hath spread abroad the world in threefold measure. 5 Heroes with noble horses, fain for battle, selected warriors, call on me in combat. I Indra Magavan, excite the conflict, I stir the dust, lord of surpassing vigor. 6 All this I did. The god's own conquering power never impedeth me whom none opposeth. When lauds and soma juice have made me joyful, both the unbounded regions are affrighted. 7 All beings know these deeds of thine, thou tellest this unto Varana, thou great disposer. Thou art renowned as having slain the Vritras. Thou madest flow the floods that were obstructed. 8 Our fathers then were these, the 7 his, what time the son of Durgaha was captive. For her they gained by sacrifice Trisadasiu, a demigod, like Indra, conquering foeman. 9 The spouse of Purikutsa gave oblations to you, O Indravarana, with homage. Then unto her ye gave King Trisadasiu, the demigod, the slayer of the foeman. May 10 We, possessing much, delight in riches, gods in oblations and the kine in pasture. And that milch cow who arinks not from the milking, O Indravarana, give to us daily. Hymn Slayin. Asvins. One who will hear, who of those who merit worship, which of all gods take pleasure in our homage. On whose heart shall we lay this laud celestial, rich with fair offerings, dearest to immortals? 2 Who will be gracious? Who will come most quickly of all the gods? Who will bring lists most largely? What car do they call swift with rapid coursers? That which the daughter of the sun elected. 3 So many days do ye come swiftly hither, as Indra to give help in stress of battle. Descended from the sky, divine, strong-pinioned, by which of all your powers are ye most mighty. For what is the prayer that we should bring you, Asvins, whereby ye come to us when invocated? Whether of you confronts ye and great betrayal? Lovers of sweetness, Dasras, help and save us. 5 In the wide space your chariot reacheth heaven, what time it turneth hither from the ocean. Sweets from your sweet shall drop, lovers of sweetness. These have they dressed for you as dainty viands. 6 Let Sindhu with his wave bedew your horses, in fiery glow have the red birds come hither. Observed of all was that your rapid going, whereby ye were the lords of Siarya's daughter. 7 Wiener I gratified you here together, your grace was given us, O ye rich in booty. Protect, ye twain, the singer of your praises, to you, Nasatias, is my wish directed. Hymn XLIV. Asvins. 1. We will invoke this day your car, far-spreading, O Asvins, even the gathering, of the sunlight car praised in hymns, most ample, rich in treasure, fitted with seats, the car that beareth Surya. 2 Asvins, ye gain that glory by your Godhead, ye sons of heaven, by your own might and power. Food followeth close upon your bright appearing when stately horses in your chariot draw you. 3 Who bringeth you today for help with offered oblation, or with hymns to drink the juices? Who, for the sacrifice's ancient lover, turneth you hither, Asvins, offering homage? 4 Borne on your golden car, yet omnipresent. Come to this sacrifice of ours, Nasatias. Drink of the pleasant liquor of the Soma, give riches to the people who adore you. 5 Come hitherward to us from earth, from heaven, borne on your golden chariot rolling lightly. Suffer not other worshippers to stay you here, are ye bound by earlier bonds of friendship. 6 Now for us both, mete out, O wonder workers, riches exceeding great with store of heroes, because the men have sent you praise, O Asvins, and Ajamilas come to the laudation. 7 Wiener I gratified you here together, your grace was given us, O ye rich in booty. Protect, ye twain, the singer of your praises, to you, Nasatias, is my wish directed. Hymn XLV. Asvins 1. Yonder goes up that light, your chariot is yoked that travels round upon the summit of this heaven. Within this car are stored 3 kindred shares of food, and a skin filled with meat is rustling as the 4th. 2 Forth come your viands rich with store of pleasant meat, and cars and horses at the flushing of the dawn, stripping the covering from the surrounded gloom, and spreading through mid-air bright radiance like the sun. 3 Drink of the meat with lips accustomed to the draught. Harness for the meat's sake the chariot that ye love. Refresh the way ye go, refresh the paths with meat, hither, O Asvins, bring the skin that holds the meat. 4 The swans ye have are friendly, rich in store of mcath, gold-pinioned, strong to draw, awake at early morn, swimming the flood, exultant, fain for draughts that cheer, ye come like flies to our libations of the meath. 5 Well knowing solemn rites and rich in meath, the fires sing to the morning asvins at the break of day, when with pure hands the prudent energetic priest hath with the stones pressed out the soma rich in meath. 6. The rays advancing nigh, chasing with day the gloom, spread through the firmament bright radiance like the sun, and the sun harnessing his horses goeth forth, yet through your godlike nature let his paths be known. 7. Devout in thought I have declared, O asvins, your chariot with good steeds, which lasts forever, wherewith ye travel swiftly through the regions to the prompt worshipper who brings oblation. Hymn XLVI. Veu. Indra Veu 1. Drink the best draught of soma juice, O Veu, at our holy rites, for thou art he who drinked first. 2. Come, team drawn, with thy 100 helps, with Indra, seated in the car, via, and drink your fill of juice. May 3rd steeds 1,000 bring you both, Indra and Veu, hitherward to drink the soma, to the feed. 4. For ye, O Indra Veu, mount the golden seated car that aids the sacrifice, that reaches heaven. 5. On far refulgent chariot come unto the man who offers gifts, come, Indra Veu, hitherward. 6. Here, Indra Veu, is the juice, drink it, accordant with the gods, within the giver's dwelling place. 7. Hither, O Indra Veu, be your journey here, unyoke your steeds, here for your draught of soma juice. Hymn Slaval Veu. Indra Veu. 1. Veu, the bright is offered thee, best of the meath at holy rites. Come thou to drink the soma juice, God, longed for, on thy team-drawn car. 2. O Veu, thou and Indra are meet drinkers of these soma draughts, for unto you the drops proceed as waters gather to the vale. 3. O Indra Veu, mighty twain, speeding together, lords of strength, come to our succour with your team, that ye may drink the soma juice. 4. The longed-for teams which ye possess, O heroes, for the worshipper, turn to us, Indra Veu, ye to whom the sacrifice is paid. Hymn Slayath. Veu. 1. Taste offerings never tasted yet, as bards enjoy the foeman's wealth. O Veu, on refulgent car come to the drinking of the juice. 2. Removing curses, drawn by teams, with one Indra, seated by thy side, O Veu, on refulgent car come to the drinking of the juice. 3. The 2 dark treasuries of wealth that where all beauties wait on thee. O Veu, on refulgent car come to the drinking of the juice. May 4th 990 harness steeds who yoke them at thy will bring thee. O Veu, on refulgent car come to the drinking of the juice. 5. Harness, O Veu, to thy car 100 well-fed tawny steeds, yea, or 1,000 steeds, and let thy chariot come to us with might. Hymn XLIX. Indra Braspati. 1. Dear is this offering in your mouth, O Indra and Braspati, famed is the laud, the gladdening draught. 2. This lovely soma is effused, O Indra and Braspati, for you, to drink it and rejoice. 3. As soma drinkers to our house come, Indra and Braspati and Indra to drink soma juice. 4. Vouchsafe us riches 100-fold, O Indra, and Braspati, with store of horses, 1,000-fold. 5. O Indra and Braspati, we call you when the meath is shed, with songs, to drink the soma juice. 6. Drink, Indra and Braspati, the soma in the giver's house, delight yourselves abiding there. Hymn El Braspati. 1. Him who with might hath propped earth's ends, who sitteth in threefold seat, Braspati, with thunder, him of the pleasant tongue have ancient sages, deep thinking, holy singers, set before them. 2. Wild in their course in well-marked wise rejoicing were they, Braspati, who pressed around us. Preserve Braspati, the stall uninjured, this company's reigning, ever-moving birthplace. 3. Braspati, from thy remotest distance have they sat down who love the law eternal. For thee were dug wells springing from the mountain, which murmuring round about pour streams of sweetness. 4. Braspati, when first he had his being from mighty splendor in supremest heaven, strong, with his sevenfold mouth, with noise of thunder, with his 7 rays, blew and dispersed the darkness. 5 With the loud shouting band who sang his praises, with thunder, he destroyed obstructive Vala. Braspati thundering drave forth the cattle, the lowing cows who make oblations ready. 6 Serve we with sacrifices, gifts, and homage even thus the steer of all the gods, the Father. Braspati, may we be lords of riches, with noble progeny and store of heroes. 7 Surely that king by power and might heroic hath made him lord of all his foes posses ions, who cherishes Braspati well tended, adorns and worships him as foremost sharer. 8 In his own house he dwells in peace and comfort, to him forever holy food flows richly. To him the people with free will pay homage, the king with whom the Brahman had precedence. 9 He, unopposed, is master of the riches. Of his own subjects and of hostile people. The gods uphold that king with their protection, who helps the Brahman when he seeks his favor. 10 Indra, Braspati, rainers of treasure, rejoicing at this sacrifice drink the soma. Let the abundant drops sink deep within you, vouchsafe us riches with full store of heroes. 11 Braspati and Indra, make us prosper, may this be your benevolence to usward. Assist our holy thoughts, wake up our spirit, weaken the hatred of our foe and rivals. Him lead on. 1 Forth from the darkness in the region eastward this most abundant splendid light hath mounted. Now verily the far refulgent mornings, daughters of heaven, bring welfare to the people. 2 The richly colored dawns have mounted eastward, like pillars planted at our sacrifices, and, flushing far, splendid and purifying, unbarred the portals of the fold of darkness. 3 Dispelling gloom this day the wealthy mornings urge liberal givers to present their treasures. In the unlightened depth of darkness round them let niggard traffickers sleep unawakened. 4 O goddesses, is this your car, I ask you, ancient this day, or is it new, ye mornings, wherewith, rich dawns, ye seek with wealth Navajva, Dasigva Angara, the seven-toned singer? 5 With horses harnessed by eternal order, goddesses, swiftly round the worlds ye travel,